Hello. Oh god, sorry, I was a bit loud. Oi, Mister. Hey, Lima, how you doing? Hello to Duned. Welcome on in. Happy Sunday to everyone. How are we doing? I got home quite early for a Sunday, but setting this up took longer than I anticipated. Yeah, not too bad. I'm glad my weekend is here. Which is nice. So we're going to do something a bit different today. I haven't really done anything like this on stream before. I'm going to go through the games I liked last year and try and cut it down to the top 20, which I'm going to make into a YouTube video. So I'm just going to talk about the games I liked. This is the only games I like. There's no negativity here. Some I liked obviously more than others, but I played these all and I like them. We're going to give it a go. I'm just doing the last minute things, going to get myself a drink. I'll be right back and we'll properly start the stream. You'll be glad to know Cozy Cam is running. Right, let's just jump into it. Okay, so here's our games. In no particular order at the moment. Oh, there you are, Lima. The fire is. The fire is blue. Don't do exclamation mark game. I haven't updated it. We're not playing the game anyway. Anyone want to pick a game and I'll talk about it? Maybe something you know, maybe something you don't know. All these top ones up until Stray Children I've actually streamed from last year. Which was more than I thought it was going to be. No, these are all 2025 games that were released in 2025. A lot of these are finished. Some of them I haven't. But I'll be quite honest about what I played and how much I played it. A lot of these are shorter games because that seems like an extraordinary amount of games for a chef. How do I find the time? I don't know. Parking lots. Okay, let's talk about a dream about parking lots. We're gonna get a trailer up because I've got that set up for that. Right. A dream about. Actually, I'm really interested to see this. Oh, very nice, very nice. That's a decent going as well. Dream Pack Parking Lots trailer. I'm actually interested to see if there's a thing I remember in my head from the trailer that actually happened or not. Okay, this is the trailer for a dream about parking lots. see, yeah. Oh no! Oh, damn, damn, damn. Right, tell me if you can hear it. Thank you, Lima. Can you hear it now? I was vibing to that sound. That's why I wasn't talking. It is not. No, we haven't got sound. Okay. Gotta love it. We're gonna try that. We're gonna try that. We're gonna... Ah, there we go. We good? Gotta love tech issues. Can we hear it now? I'm assuming you can. From the information I got from OBS here. Wasn't a real... Oh, Rocket League. How's it going? Okay, so we played this. I did a little catch-up stream of some 2025 games I wanted to play, but I missed for whatever reason. And yeah, this one was on the list. The wheel chose it. Very short game. Probably the definition of like a small indie game. It took like 40 minutes. And it's literally this guy having dreams about not being able to find his car in parking lots. While you're doing that, trying to find your car, you have a therapist talking to you. At first, you have like multiple choice questions to this therapist. I was answering it like myself, and it was asking me about anxiety and all sorts. And I was like, oh my god, am I having a therapy session in public on Twitch? But it went more personal to the game developers themselves towards the end, which was also interesting. But I kind of liked if it kept the personal aspect to the player and maybe tailored the game experience. I don't think this is going to be in my top 20 of the year. However, I really liked that 40 minutes. It was nice. Very short game. We had a couple graphical issues, but nothing that detracted too much from the experience. Oh, I need to turn my fire down. Look at it burn. Jesus. But no, I had a good time with it. It was nice. It was only a couple quid. I think it was like £2.70 or something. But yeah, no. It's very nice. Right. We'll just do all the stream games first, because there are going to be a couple of these that will definitely be somewhere in my top 20. Oh, interesting. Upside Down Ed. Yeah, I can imagine. But yeah, no. It's a game that you just beep in your little key fob and trying to, when you get close enough to your car, makes a sound while you're having this therapist session play out in the audio for such a simple concept. Also, the spaces, because it's a dreamlike, get more and more abstract as you go on. But it's one that has definitely stayed with me. High impact, but I don't think there's quite enough there. It wasn't trying to be though, it's just a little 20-minute experience, 40-minute experience. Right! Upside Down Head, is there any of these you want me to talk about that are on screen at the moment? Silksong, okay. Confession. I started streaming Silksong. That was my return back to streaming game, because I love Hollow Knight, which I played for the first time on stream years ago, and it's so good. Rocket League is okay. Just got on. Sister's 21st today. She's 9 years younger than me, which means a big old 30 this year. Gross. Very nice. Rocket League's just happy birthday to your sister though. So I was super excited, but my life being my life and only being able to stream for a couple hours a couple times a week, I decided to stop streaming it because I heard the game was long and I'm like, happy birthday, little Leva. That's cute. I'm going to be streaming this forever because I heard the game's like over 100 hours if you want to do quite a bit. So I decided to take it off stream so I can play it more, and I haven't played that much more. Having said that, I've played about 13 hours. I loved every moment I was in this game. I can hear people's problems about it. Hollow Knight, you had a very simple moveset, but it's how you use that and timing and learning the bosses. Silksong gives you a lot more options combat-wise, different builds. Bit different than the charm system. Like there's builds that actually change your default hits and stuff. So the game chucks more at you, but gives you more options to deal with those things. Music's fantastic. Art's fantastic. Oh, hey JCD, how are you doing today? Welcome on in. It's just a talking stream today. We're just trying something a little different. So yeah, Silksong. I think it's gonna be one of the games that's gonna be the highest on this list that I have not played a huge percentage of. I just haven't had. I want to be in the right space to fully enjoy that game, and I haven't had the time to do that off stream. I should have just carried on playing on stream. But every minute I've had with it so far has been fantastic. How are you doing today, JCD? Hope you've had a good weekend so far. In fact, we're gonna put it as a placeholder. I am gonna add it. Hey, Abby, welcome on in. How are you? Happy Sunday. We are going to put it in, but yeah, I know I haven't played a huge amount of the total game, but what I have, I've enjoyed every minute and can see it's a very well crafted game. Yeah, I'm very good. I'm happy it's a weekend, but no, it's been not too bad at work, and today was fine. I just realised I probably got to put the music across onto my... I didn't play the Silksong trailer like I did the first game because I forgot, I'll be honest. Oh, have we got... Just testing something. Yes, cool. Just testing the music was coming through to you, and I do believe it is. Right. This was going to be top 25, but it's now... Oh, that was a little test thing there. Matt, you okay? Oh, how come just okay? And how was the film? Can I ask you to wait till I'm back? Yeah, of course you can. Get back in 30 minutes. I will wait. I'll kind of go in any sort of order. I'm just going to stick Silksong at number 5 for now. It could be going higher. It could be going lower. I don't know yet. But I kind of like it there for now. Okay. And see you soon, episode June Head. Okay. That's 2 games down. Abby, is there a game you want me to chat about? this scrolls up. There's like 50 odd games that I played this year from last year. But these top ones are all ones I streamed in some form. So I'm kind of starting there. Fair enough, fair enough. It was gut-wrenching. I really want to see it, but I didn't realise it was going to be like that. I'm intrigued. To that extent. I could tell it was probably a tearjerker. Also, I don't think I follow you on Letterboxd because I only saw no one watched it. So yeah, Abby, any of these games that you want me to chat about? Park and Lots was number 1. We've only done Park and Lots and Silksong. So far. I'll tell you what. I have an idea. What I will say about Park and Lots, I really liked it. It stayed in my head. I don't think it's a top 20 game for me. No, it wasn't a spoiler. It wasn't a spoiler at all. Don't think it was a top 20 game for me, but I really liked it. Oh yeah, JCD. Thank you. Right, where's my other log? We're gonna put logs on the games you've done. I kind of like it. Yay! Logs. And we've done Silksong. Okay. Anyone, Abby or JCD? Anyone you want me to talk about here? No, Park and Lots. No, was the first game we talked about, and that's all we've done so far. No one say log. I'm not chatting about logs. It didn't have to be one of these games. I could. Logs was my favourite game of 2025. It's one of my favourite gaming moments. That Stray Children stream with the log and cat and everyone. Probably my favourite streamer moment of last year. I said that might have been this year. Right, anyone going to choose a game? Else I'm just going to choose one at random. How's it? Okay. Okay. Anyone? Anyone want to choose a game? What's a horoscope? It's do you know like star signs? It's kind of like based on your birthday, you have a star sign, and you can get a horoscope, which is kind of like a fortune telling for the. Here we go. Here's an example. I haven't had to do one of these in a while, and my app on my phone is my Cozy Cam, but we can. I got ways. Let's go! Hey, cat. How are you today? I hope you are well. Oh my god. I need to I remember I need to sort that out. Right. How does he do it? Great news, everyone, especially Abby. Okay. Are you ready? have you been toying with the idea of redecorating your house to us? If so, you might actually come up with a few solid ideas, although you'll have a difficult time deciding among them. Sometimes making a list can help you work out all the details and discern which is the most workable at this time. Look at home decorating magazines and furniture catalogues. Write down what appeals to you. You decide something. What fun! There you go. Have you been toying at the idea of redecorating your house? Yeah, that was a really weird one. But there you go. That is a horoscope, JCD. Different. That's what I thought. That's what I thought. From your streams. Kat, since you just got here, do you want to pick one of these games for me to chat about? What I thought. Does it make my top 20? If not, I'm gonna pick one in 10. 9. News Tower! Very excited to talk about News Tower. Management games stress me out. There's always too much. I like operating in games. I kind of try and find like exploits and stuff, or just how to min-max. And you just can't in a management game. That's the point of them. There's too much going on. You could do a lot more efficient than I do it. But News Tower, the setting, and... Oh, is it for everyone else? Just checking. Okay, cool. The setting, the little jazzy soundtrack, running a newspaper, and it's quite easygoing and forgiving, even when everything's going wrong. I really, really like News Tower, and I am very happy I played it, and I will be playing it more off stream. I have a little bit, actually. We're going to do one more stream where we're going to do a Mafia run, at least. Might be something to bring back here and there, because the game's got quite a lot of playtime in it. But yeah, no, I really enjoyed it, and I might give more of those types of games a better chance. I kind of decided they weren't for me, but I had such a good time with News Tower. I'm gonna stick it at 15 for now. It might be higher. We're kind of playing this by ear as we go. Right. The ones that have logs on it are the ones I've already talked about, just to mark them with something. It's been logged. Yes, it's been logged. It was something that was already in my OBS to mark them, because I realised I didn't have anything, so ready to go. Okay, we will put... News, it might end up higher than this. We will see as we fill these games. There will be some shuffling around. News Towers. What am I doing? Adding plurals whether or not need to be. Right. Oh, log. More log. My file's definitely got enough logs. I mean, that's a crazy. It's going mad. Okay. Ooh. I have not talked about Stray Children. Obviously, that is a game I'm currently playing. I'm a massive fan of Undertale. I haven't played Moon RPG, which is the game they've done before this, which inspired a lot of Undertale. This seems to be even more inspired by Undertale. I've decided to play this game in a pacifist nature. Talk it out, never do the fighting. And the game almost punishes you for that. It's so obtuse sometimes that this game, I think I could have finished like twice over the amount of hours. It's like in my top 5 most streamed games ever already. I think I'm like 2/3 of the way through. But I kind of like it. I do really like the game. I like its graphical style. I like its soundtrack. When I do work out the game's logic and it ties into, because each encounter you have is a quote-unquote adult problem they're having, whether it's adultery, debt, gambling, just all sorts of things. When I like work out that and tie it into what I need to do in the battle, it's very satisfying. And I kind of like, it's harder to just like ignore. It's easier to ignore a problem than try to like help someone. So I kind of like that doing this route is a lot harder. That sometimes it's like a battle's taking like 40 minutes and some of the bosses are taking like an hour. When I know if I just went violence, it'll be so easy. I don't know if it's quite on the wrong side of that line of frustration, because I think it would be top 10. And I'm kind of seeing how it all turns out, because I don't even know, is this affected my game? I haven't got nothing to compare it to. Is there different endings? I have no idea. I don't know anything about what's coming up. I think it does make the cut at the moment. I want to get number 19. Just want to check there is background music happening in there. I didn't have fire camera. Cool. Just checking. Oh, thank you. Lack of firecrackers. Yay. That should be better for you. And I will put the firecrackers on the screen because we're going to be here a bit. So if we go with that. 2 seconds. You. I was trying to sort this all out. OBS stuff takes longer than you realise. I got home at a very decent time. This stream could have been half an hour earlier, but I was just sorting little things out. Right, if I go to that... There we are! Okay. We need another log. So many logs. There it is. I just realised if I scroll, we're going to have to do all these first. Because if I scroll, I'll have to... I could just delete the logs. Okay, anyone need to talk about any of these others? Anyone got any particular ones they want me to talk about? Oh, yes, Cat? What have I done? That did not come out in 2025. So it doesn't officially... How dare I? We'll store the logs, not remove the logs. They go back in the log shed. I mean, I will Cyberdeck talk. Okay, I actually have some thoughts about Cyberdeck. Cyberdeck is a sports game by physics that when it's just okay. There's a couple levels where you're just going downhill, avoiding some enemies, doing some tricks through loops. It actually feels kind of nice to play in those levels, but there's levels where it's trying to be a platformer or a weird shooter. Platforming with those physics, it's absolutely horrible. The game's just trying to do things too much. Having said that, I've been on YouTube a bit looking at other playthroughs and what people say about this game. I was trying to see how long it is, and hardly anyone has played this game. And 3 of the videos that popped up were saying this is one of the worst games ever. And it's not good. It's really not good. The story kind of sucks. I dare you to play the game that Abby played yesterday. I don't think it's one of the worst games in the world. I play PS1 Roulette. It's just a really bad... It's just not a good game. But it's not one of the worst. I think that's crazy. But, Kat, I'm not saying it's good. I've just played a lot worse. It's one of the worst games I played recently. No worst games. Remember the Three Stooges? Now, I will say that was one of the worst games I ever played. I don't know if you remember it. It was on the PS1 Roulette. This is Cyberdeck. I mean, I will put it back on the PS1 Roulette, and you will see. We will revisit that idea. Evening Beetle, how are you today? Not bad games. Do it. I am very good. How's your Sunday? How's your weekend been? I've actually been playing Jump King a little bit because of Abby playing it. I've got a new record on how high I got. I just played for like 20 minutes the other day. 1-year-old's birthday! Eating too much cake. Wow. Yeah, I played last night. I got home. And I just played for like a quarter of an hour. And I got a bit higher than I did on Thursday. Prove it. I was in Discord. We were all playing Jump King. There was like 4 of us playing Jump King, Beetle. You would have loved it. One guy never played it before. Yeah. I don't know why. Abby doesn't know what Scream 4 looks like. That was fun times. Yeah, I don't know why. I really thought I was never going to pick up that game. The game. Grandchild. Whoa! But yeah. I've also been playing Populous the Beginning because of watching Black and White. And I'm quite enjoying that. I don't know if anyone's ever played that. Okay. Anyone got a game? I had Beetle. I had that on PS3 on disc. Hey, Engel. Local multiplayer. How does that work? I don't think I ever did it on multiplayer. Such a weird little game, but I kind of love it. How are you doing today, Engel? Welcome on in. You each have a character. That's pretty cool. I love when like RPGs do stuff like that. Okay. New charters. I'm here. I'm not with a task. Yeah. How has your weekend been going? Engel? Hope you were well. Engel, since you just got here, do you want to pick a game for me to chat about? I've got to delay Expedition 33 because Upside Doonhead wants to be here and he'll be back in about a quarter of an hour. Oh, no worries. Thank you for popping in. My gaming ego needs picking up, so I'm going to play the daughter's Overwatch account. Nice. Okay, I will talk about a game. The Drifter. Let's get the trailer up. I streamed that a lot, but for anyone that wasn't here for that, here we are.
So, how long have you been staying out here, Mr.
Carter, and I'm not staying out here. Jesus, will you put that thing away? Wait!
You gotta break out of that head
dad of yours, Mick, talk to Sarah?
What you did wasn't enough. You have to violate his grave?
Since I got back, I've been shot at, half drowned, frozen. I died. I came back. Back in time.
I mean, you know how it sounds. The stress and everything. It's probably just...
In my head, I know.
Jesus, this is you. You killed that man. Psychosis is always a risk in treatments.
Say the patient attacked. Got the DI's gun.
The caretaker eyes me with a look of disgust.
I told you to leave.
But I'm here for a bloody funeral.
Are you deaf? I said get lost.
If there's one thing I hate, it's pompous, self-righteous, hypocritical... Okay, that felt good.
Drop it now. Talk later.
So you can dump me in the reservoir again? I hold the flame under the rag until it lights.
I did not know that was a control option. That's crazy.
Did you know that per volume, the insect brain has 10 times the quantum matter of mammalia?
This thing could really take me back further. How far, I wonder? You're not even human anymore!
I was gonna say, I was pretty sure you were here for towards the end. But I'm doubting. I don't know.
Car back in Breaker's Cut. Told myself I'd never come back. Oh well. Here I am.
Here I am. So yeah, that's the Drifter, point and click. I did it on the back of the excavation of Hobbs Barrow. Point and click is another genre where I've played some, but I haven't like fully dabbed in. And I did for stream do Hobbs Barrow, which I really liked. And then the Drifter just came out, so I thought I'll give it a go. I really liked my experience with the Drifter. There was some frustrating moments, but that's more just trying to figure out the puzzles. And what each item can use and what characters and that. And sometimes it felt like I'd done all the possibilities. But that's on me not working it out. But no, the atmosphere is very pulpy, but the atmosphere, the story was quite good. A little bit of grief thrown in there, but also this like sci-fi story. The pixel art's really good. The soundtrack was pretty good. I had a really good time with the Drifter, and I think it is in my top 10. I think. Have a think here. We'll stick it here for now. Nope. Alright, another log. My OBS list is just full of logs. Log. Think about logs, I'm gonna have to put one on in a second. On the fire. Welcome back! Oh, since you are back, is this time to do Expedition 33? If you're wondering why there's logs on the screen, they're the ones I've done. Just logs just because. Okay, we will do Expedition 33. I was going to get the trailer up for the people not that familiar with the game. Ooh. Launch trailer. Lore trailer. I probably will leave. I don't want anything too spoilerific.
Rated M for mature.
You should never have come. You're only going to make things worse for everyone.
Ooh. I don't think I've seen this trailer.
She chose to come.
Definitely saw a few.
Make the rules between you two.
You're fighting.
I remember the reveal trailer.
Change things.
For those who come after.
Must be one of those really, really tiny, quirky little games. This game looks poop. Lima, you're gonna have a fight on your hands. Not for me. I'm a non-existent genre. Oh.
Take everything.
Is this true? Maya's with him. We need to go now.
Who are you?
Those who come after. Yes, Engel, they are. They are.
I know it seems absurd to offer oblivion as recompense, but
she'll never paint again.
That's a pretty good trailer. Right. So I think this was first shown at Xbox event, and I remember, like, I am always at these shows. I love when they show. Did you go away? Yeah, they had a spell where they kind of went away. JRPGs, or I know. Final Fantasy moved away from being a JRPG, in a traditional sense. They moved away from a lot of the turn-based mechanics and stuff. And yeah, it felt like games kind of just moved away from that. And then you had like things that come out the last couple of years, like Sea of Stars and stuff, that have really kind of brought it back. They moved away from being Final Fantasy. Some would say. I haven't played 16 yet. I really like 15. But I do get what you're saying, it not being Final Fantasy in some ways. 16 does look very different, but I haven't played it yet. I do want to make time for 16. No, I saw this at the Xbox Award show. I love this game. I'm not a turn-based gameplay. Only play 3 or 4. This may have ruined the rest for me. I could understand that. Yeah, and I love when these game shows show like brand new original games, not a sequel or tied to a franchise. And there's these weird, fantastical monster designs and this crazy color palette for some of the scenes. And I was like, ooh, I remember, I think I was watching this show live with Engel at the time, and I was like, I like 15, it was a nice action JRPG, but it wasn't my Final Fantasy. I get that. This is when paying little attention to any one thing comes in handy. So I kept an eye on it, and the hype kind of just grew and grew, and then when the press got hold of it, they kind of hinted, as much as their embargo allowed, that they're playing something extremely good. And it's just such well-crafted story, acting, soundtrack. If we're doing a soundtrack list, it would definitely be in the #1 spot. And even quite a bit after I finished the game, other people pointing out tiny little details. It's all so well thought through. And it has... Also, let's say one shout about Claire. it's a great game. And yeah, no, I loved pretty much everything about it. You were listening to the soundtrack yesterday. It's so good. And I really like the story of it being a smaller studio, being able to put out something on that scale that doesn't feel small. And yeah, no, I still like that ending, and some of the aspects of the story are still in my head. I pretty much love every moment of that game, and at the moment, I think it's my number one. The one with Robert Pattinson and a big head. Having said that, Lima, you tried to give it a go a couple times, and it just didn't click with you. What about it didn't grab you, or was it just the game that just didn't grab you? I haven't had a proper conversation with you about it, but I do know when everyone was talking about it, because it was on Games Pass, you're giving it up. It may be in my top 5 ever. It may be in my top 10. But I get it. Was it the combat, or was it just like the setting? What for me? My number one ever. I hate this because it would. My top 5 will always have like the same sort of games, but like number 1 may change depending on like what I'm feeling that day and what moments of those. That's up there. My number 1 ever. That's a really hard question. There's a game I want to stick there. I love everything but the gameplay. No, I don't hate the gameplay, but everything else, there's a game that's story so well crafted, and every cutscene is such a joy. But hands down, 10 out of 10 might not be alive without it. It's a very good game. It's such a special experience. Nier Automata is Engel's favorite game. No, but I mean, yeah, and I actually like everyone's got different tastes. I like hearing why stuff doesn't work for some people. Also, games I don't like, I love hearing someone that like truly loves that game, like making me understand what they see in it. It's always really interesting. So a bit anticlimactic, but I'm actually going to stick that in number 1. 100%, and it'd be very boring if we were all the same. It might have been just a case of like playing at the wrong time as well. I don't know if Lima felt that. You hate Final Fantasy VII? I know. Is it hate? Last time we talked, you just didn't. Is it hate? Has that grown more the more? The parrying does take some getting used to be fair. I do get that. I think you would grab hold of the gameplay, if that is the one issue of Expedition 33, quicker than you would Sekiro if you're giving it a good go. There is also a mode that makes the parrying window more forgiving. Okay. Try beating. You're not bad at everything, Abby. Not even bad at the things you think you're bad at. So yeah, I do think that was my favourite game of last year. Okay. Let's do another one. Yes! The way it uses sound 100%. I've always said that. Sometimes in a game, I remember a couple times in Hollow Knight when you like didn't do it on your first try or second try. You were like, like you say, I'm not like very good. You wouldn't like use those words, but I'm like, hardly anyone does those bosses on their first try. 100%, Abby, you are always better than what you say. Oh, nice. You opened to it. Okay. Another log. Kind of challenged me parries, but then some bosses I had to luck beat as opposed to skill. That's fair. Where? There's my extra log. Okay. We'll do all the stream ones first before I scroll down. Simon is... Okay, I won't go into spoilers. It's an extra bit of content in that game. It's like an optional fight you can do. That Simon fight is crazy. That is, yeah, it's a very hard fight. Okay, I'm gonna stick another log on the fire. Oh yeah, yeah. Almost unfair, that fight. More log. We are sticking more log on the fire. As I do that, anyone just type what kind of games, if any of here you want me to talk about, and I'll catch you in a minute. Won't be long at all. Sorry about that. Alrighty. I didn't leave it on the screen so you can choose the next game. That's very stupid of me. Okay. Keeper! Interesting one. Keeper, I was actually really super keen to play. It was a part of an Xbox showcase. It just looks up my street. The right kind of weird. I enjoyed my time with Keeper. Like, I actually quite like that game. But I don't think it ever... The story kind of just sort of happened. It wasn't anything too in-depth. I'm gonna sound I'm super negative with this game, but only because my expectations were quite high. Oh my god, look at that fire. I had a good time with it. But I don't think it's going to be in my top 20. Don't even think it's going to scrape at the bottom of that. But no, visually, it's gorgeous. The puzzles, it's a well-designed game. I don't know, it just, there's something, I was expecting something more from it. And it never quite came. I don't know, has anyone played it? We didn't even look up a trailer. Let's look up Keeper. I don't know if, in case anyone didn't see any of the playthrough of it on here. There's a film called Keeper, apparently. Which makes a lot of sense. The Blue Fire. You are a wizard. Already. This is Keeper. I'm not saying I actually like. It's a good game. I know I got so many games I really liked last year. Cut it down to 20 is gonna be hard. I mean, look how cool this looks. And I don't know. But no, I had a really good time. And if you're interested in it, play it. Like, and it did mix up the gameplay quite often, enough to keep it interesting, gameplay-wise. I was thinking of that. That's one of the games I didn't get around to, and I wanted to. And yeah, some of the graphics in this do remind me of South of Midnight. I was going through a list of games I kind of want to catch up on. Oh, sorry, JCD. Is anyone else having any problems? If so, I will have a fiddle with things if I can. Awaken the unexpected. I'm gonna say not quite in the top 20, but had a good time with it. There you go, another log. So many logs. There you are. It's okay-ish now. Oh, okay, no worry, JCD, thank you for being here. The next stream I do will be a more traditional game stream. No, thank you. Enjoy the rest of your day. Take care. Okay. Anyone want to pick another game? If not, I'm going to talk about Goodnight Universe. Okay, Goodnight Universe. Let me get the trailer. Does anyone know this game that didn't see the stream? It's the same developers that did Before Your Eyes, where you blink, time passes. That was quite a popular game. I don't think this one's made the same splash as it did. My main issue for me for games is that I play the same types of stuff. I say I want to try these different games and puzzles and RPGs. Sometimes I get them installed but never get around to playing them. Got to make that jump because I get to that point where games are just becoming boring to me. It is easy to play what you're comfortable with. And there's certainly times where I just do play certain types of games because just pick up and play, and I've got in from work. And games like Crash Bandicoot and all that kind of thing are kind of my sort of game for that. And sometimes it is hard to branch out. I wouldn't force it, just when the time's right. Right, Goodnight Universe. Here's the trailer.
Look at you. Aren't you just as cute as a button?
I play football games.
I was something.
I play an extraordinary amount of new games compared to
normal. My brain must have just grown faster than my body. The rest of me would catch up.
What do you think he'll be? What will he grow into?
What do you think, buddy?
He's clearly got some stuff like pent up, some baby rage he can't get out.
One thing had become crystal clear. I wasn't just Mama's perfect baby. But if I wasn't that,
Yeah, it was, wasn't it?
Was I?
I have to go now. But don't worry.
It's trippy, man.
You have to be more disciplined clearing your backlog than me, hence why I can't clear these up. That's fair.
What the hell?
There is always the backlog.
When they're ready, they will get you home.
Dog.
Aw, don't give me that look. You two will get along great.
Can I pet that dog?
Healthy, normal baby boy.
Let's just agree that you're anything but normal.
So that's Good Night Universe. And yeah, we streamed that. And I really like that game. The beginning was intriguing when you were a baby and you're like having these powers. Whoa, look, I know it looks like an inferno. I need to turn it down, but I don't want to move at the moment. While I'm still don't want too many breaks on stream. It can just ban like that for a bit. And the intrigue of what's happening with this baby. Why do I have these powers? Why is he so intelligent? And seeing the family react or not suspect the baby in a lot of things. And then the like spoilers open for Good Night Universe. The like alien aspects came into it, and I was like, oh, okay, not so into that. But what they did with that story and was really, it was very touching. It got a little emotional towards the end. And yeah, no, I liked that game. I had a really good time with it. I think it was pretty well paced as well, actually. And I like how they tie everything together. It's a baby Damien from the Omen before he got to school. Yeah, no. 10 out of 10 made Engel cry. Yeah, no, like, I know the moment. I was not crying, but my heart was hurting. But no. Yeah, that was on my list. I'm trying to work out where it's gonna fall. Because I remember that game, his face was leaking. I was having tech issues and it like my stream crashed twice, and normally that'll be it, I'll give up. But I was getting towards the end. Oh, I wasn't as far through the game as I thought. It was quite a late stream. But I was like, I really want to finish this. I'm really enjoying myself. You were fighting not to cry. I was having a little fight. Okay. Where would I put it? I think at the moment we're gonna put it here. Does that sound fair? Does that sound fair? Oh, log time. My OBS list is just logs. It's so funny. I kind of want to just do the campaign because I want to see what everyone's talking about, but I have not squeezed it in upside down head. Did you? I would actually like to talk to someone that played it because it looked like they were doing some different stuff for it, which I don't know if that's why people didn't like it or it's just like not done well. But it's the first COD campaign I wanted to play in like 5 years. I think we're gonna talk about Karimara. Oh, there's lots of trailers. Launch trailer, release date trailer. Do the launch trailer. Angle, please give me that, because we will talk about Eclipsium soon. I really like that game, but I felt I was missing its messaging. So yeah, no, I would love it. Send me that essay. All right, this is Karamara Beneath the Forlorn Limbs. Here we are.
Long ago, deep in the woods, a lone goblin roamed silently among shadows. Ah, little Karimara, a small thing of moss and mirrorlight, with no voice of its own, lost in a house stitched of grief and riddle. They must untangle its ancient mystery. As a conjurer, Karimara imprints objects onto cards, as those cards become a way to speak to creatures murky and odd. Be careful, little one, forgotten in dust and bone. Something else even more ominous lies in wait.
So yeah, this is Karimara. Looking at it now and how the card system works, so basically you can the campaign, it was trippy and took some of the popular bits from older campaigns but went too far in your eyes. Played it co-op. Oh nice. I didn't even know you could do that. Which made it better. I'd see it being worse solo. Multiplayer was hard to get into, but I think that was me. It seemed solid. Zombies mode is fine. You only played the campaign, I'm sure people hate it, but if you play the whole package after some time away, it will go down better. I am not a massive multiplayer person. Though I really enjoyed my time with Peak, which we'll be talking about soon. So it's not exclusively not. And I did have a time years ago where I got really into COD. It's just not the kind of games that gravitate towards me. I did used to play the campaigns, but they all got a bit the samey for me. They went too far. I'm intrigued. I am intrigued. I might play at some point. Karimara, you talk to people. You can only go multiplayer with friends. That's fair. Don't go for playing as solo. Nice. You talk to people and they give you cards, and those cards give you more options for dialogue with others. I don't hate people. Abby, I would gladly play a game of Peak with you, and Upside Down Head, and anyone else that wants to join. Or anything really. Overcooked. A game we can have a laugh. So then type that essay 100% fit what you said about Eclipse. It says the game nobody understands. Nice. I would love to understand it. I tried. Lima, we haven't played Peak. I wish it was on console. I am thinking about doing a bit more community games. I just don't know how to fit that into my life here and there. And any suggestions of what would fit the most people? Usually peeps. Yeah, the times I'm free, no one else is free. I think that's part of the issue as well. If I had more friends are free when I'm free, I probably would be more of a multiplayer gamer. But I will. But yeah, no. Going back to Karimara, I now realise it plays a bit like a point and click in the way your options open up, and you got to use the right cards on the right item. But that was before I played the other point and clicks I did that year. I like its graphical style. The story's actually quite sweet. It lures you in thinking there's something really sinister going on, and it's actually kind of sweet in a weird little way. Kind of plays on that it might be this really horror game. And the extra little lore in the the secret ending I really liked, hinting at this larger world. I will say though, towards the end, there's a couple bits that are a little obtuse. And peak is horror. Peak is horror for you, yes. Every second week we can do whatever, maybe. But if you want to be nice, no horror. But no, like there's a lot I really liked about Karamara. Is it top 20? It's hard because I do think the game design towards the end lets it down just a tiny bit. But then it's like one of these like almost single person dev projects. And I respect them so much. And the game was really reasonably priced. It was like only a couple quid, and it is a couple hours long. Let me get my list. So we'll put it in right at the bottom for now, because I did like it. It could go in at number 20. Oh, I'm sorry doing that. I'll keep that in mind. I will try and keep cross-platform in mind. As someone that was tied to the PlayStation for a while, cross-platform, I do understand. It's a godsend just to let small people play. Wow, that's annoying. It's off the screen. We'll just call it Karamara. We all know what we're on about here. Okay. Oh, log. Log time. Oh, log. More log. Oh, okay, we'll do the Dark Queen. Is that a trailer? There is a trailer. Here we are. Alright. Angle, Luto is not missed on my list. That list scrolls. I've just mainly put the ones I streamed on top. They're in no order. Luto is on there. So bad. So, that's an abrupt end. Ooh, I've knocked my mouse over. Pretend that didn't happen. So yeah, the Dark Queen of Morpho. You play as the final boss of a game, and this hero comes to conquer you, and you demolish them within seconds. One attack, but every time they come back, they are learning your attacks, and they get better and better. And you've only got that one moveset. And I like the dialogue between the two and how the hero is always learning. And yeah. It's a simple concept. Done pretty well, and the game's like half an hour, only half an hour, and that is the perfect length for it. It doesn't overstay its welcome. It does exactly what it needs to with those mechanics. It's a very cheap game. I really liked it, like, a lot, actually. I liked how it played with how the queen is like, what am I gonna, like, this is all I know how to do. Like, they are the final boss. They are the empress, like, and the hero was like, well, I am gonna beat you one day. It's just gonna happen. But yeah, it's hard because it's just like 20 minutes, half an hour. Is that one of my favorite games of the year? And I think it might be. I really enjoyed that little experience. Ooh, what is... Oh my god. I think I am going to stick it there. I'm going to move Stray Children up. Yeah, 100%. And I'm so glad I didn't. It was the perfect length. Okay, we're gonna put it in. It may not be there at the end. It's hard to know. There's a lot of games to go in there. Already. Another log. If I can show you my OBS screen, it just says log. It's hilarious. You never have enough. Okay, we're actually gonna do... Behind here is Skate Story. I'll just get the trailer up. Oh, there we are. Look at that. Batman skateboarding. Let's go. You must skate. Black Ops 7, South of Midnight, Marvel Cosmic Invasion, Arc Raiders, Clay Obscure are the games I played. I played Marvel Cosmic Invasion and Claire. Not bad set of games though. Okay, so that's Skate Story. I'm intrigued. Lima, what did you think as a viewer of Skate Story? Quite a mix, yeah, it's a nice mix. Did you enjoy it? You done Tyler Claire and Marvel Cosmic. Me and Lima did Marvel Cosmic together. We had a good fun. It was a good time. Really good pixel artwork, really good soundtrack. It's a nice beat 'em up. Turn your mind off. Beat 'em up, work as a team. Had a good time with it. Lima, as a viewer of Skate Story, did you enjoy watching it? Skate Story is interesting. As a person that's not into skateboarding, I enjoy watching the game. Skate Story was a game I was very much looking forward to from the first trailer. I just thought it looked quite unique in terms of its graphical style, and the more I saw of it, It just looks like it was made for me. The game is such a vibe to play. I like the trick system. Has some depth. You can decide how deep you want to go into it. The game never needs you to be an absolute pro. It never really expects you to be. But the challenge ramps up enough where you have to explore the systems available to you. It's not, but I do get why you say that. It has a bit of the Sayonara Wild Hearts vibe. In terms of its story, at first it just seems bizarre for bizarre's sake. But towards the end, it's definitely got some cool messaging and some really meta stuff. It lost me quite what it was trying to say right in the last quarter of an hour. And I need to rewatch the end of that game. But nah, it's just a vibe. It's a nice time. Skating, the soundtrack, the visuals all are so coherent. And the game was meant to come out years ago, but it was mainly one guy doing it. And no, I really, really like Skate Story. But it's the kind of game I felt was made for me. I was always gonna like that game. Like, it's the kind of my cup of tea. It is on my list, and at the moment, I'm gonna put it at number 7. Alrighty. We haven't got that many more games that I did on stream. Oh, log time. Just put it like that. Eclipsium. Let's talk Eclipsium. And here's the trailer. Morlock. So trippy. Some parts were extremely trippy. Yeah, that was Eclipsium. Eclipsium is mainly a walking sim, quote unquote, but has quite a few puzzles and that in. And there are some gameplay elements with some powers you get, but you're mainly just walking around in the environments. I quite like the pixel style. It kind of works, the pixelated 3D low poly stuff. And the vibe is horror adjacent, but never fully dives into horror. I was intrigued from the get-go because you wake up on this like hospital operating room, and the next minute you're like pulling out organs, and that seems to be a theme. And I was like, is this to do with someone having a surgery, terminal illness? And there's these flashes of assume that either they're real life or flashbacks that were like made to look pixelated afterwards, but you can tell were like filmed with real people and they look like high effort. It was low poly and pixelated. Was a character called Phil too. So yeah, I was playing through Eclipsium and I'm like, right, there is intent here. There is a story. And you go through these different environments and they're all very cool and I enjoy going through the environments. I never connected the dots. And after I finished the game, on the Steam community forums, some people had some ideas. But everyone was disagreeing on those ideas. And a lot of people just didn't get it at all. My ideas match kind of with some other people's, but not solely. Which I kind of like. It doesn't have to be one read on everything. I am intrigued that essay that Engel has, what they may say what it's about, because I did feel like I just missed something, and I was paying close attention because that's what I thought I was going to really get out of the game. Having said that, the environments and the atmosphere was enough. I still enjoyed that game. It was a good time. I don't think it's a top 20 game though for me at this moment because I know what's coming up. So yeah, that's Eclipsium. I'm very happy I played it. So many logs. Okay, we only got one more here. It's called Detective Instinct. And then we're going to scroll it up. As a viewer, what did you think of Eclipsium? Detective Instinct, farewell, my beloved. Oh, what I so enjoyed it because I was always like, what the fuck? So we played Detective Instinct as a part of my Games I May Have Missed 2025 stream I did. Detective Instinct reminds me of a lot of DS games I played that were more text-based, detective crime kind of things, in the best way. It really gave me that nostalgia for that certain type of Nintendo DS game. I played a little bit more than the streams, but I've only played that game for like 3 hours. The story seems interesting. Some of the logic, where you have to like tap into the game's logic, what it expects for you, sometimes that jumps a little bit much, or the information. Hello TQ, welcome on in. How are you this Sunday? I hope you're well. I have some frustrations with Detective Instinct, but I do want to play more. So I don't think it's a top 20 game, for me. But if you're into that type of game or you're sleepy, it's late. Go to sleep. But I'm good, thank you. I hope you were well too. Did you stream today? And if so, what did you stream? Yeah, we're gonna. Yeah, no, I don't think it is. I think it has potential, depending on if I play more. But at the moment, it is not. Soul Sesto. Let's have a look at the trailer. If there is one. This game may not even have a trailer. No, it has a trailer. Of course it does. 2 years ago. Let's go for a more recent one. This game only came out this year. It's in early access still. One of the few early access games on this list. Played Lethal Company. We're cool. Wow, nice. I made him crash out more than anything. But it was a fun time though. Yeah, that's Soul Sesto. We played it as a part of a catch-up 2025 Games I May Have Missed stream. It was very confusing at first, what the mechanics are and how they work. But once I worked that out, it's just a game about manipulating odds so they are in your favor. And the game always tells you those odds, and it's just your abilities change the odds. For some ways positive, some ways negative, and you have to weigh up how that will went up in the long run. And let's not just stream a black screen. Oh no, no. I actually really like the game. I have played some more after that stream, and I think it's really well made. The little hand-drawn graphics kind of fit the style they're going for. The mechanics are solid. Again, it is luck based because it is all about manipulating luck. Sometimes a run is just going to be doomed. It's just not going to happen for you, no matter how clever you think you're being. So there is that RNG aspect, but when it works out and you've made the right why are the logs? So that is a very good question. I needed something to mark the games I've already talked about, and because logs are already in my OBS after that Stray Children stream, it was just easy to use that as a marker. More log. So there's logs everywhere. There's logs on the fire, there's logs all over my screen. When I scroll down in a minute, all those logs are going to be in the wrong place. We will get there in a minute. Okay, only one more on the screen here to talk about. The Seance of Blake Manor. Has anyone heard of this game? The Seance of Blake Manor. Let me get the trailer up. Whenever I see a log now, I'm remembering this. We're saying that after we talked about them, we've logged them, so it kind of works. All right, here we go.
What secrets are hiding here in Blake Manor? And where is Evelyn Dean? Time is running out.
Miss Dean didn't leave the hotel, and somebody wants us to think that she did.
I really need to sort that mess out.
I'm at my wits' end, Declan Ward.
Short and sweet trailer, because I haven't seen a trailer for this. Okay, this came out quite late in the year. If you look at just the actual gameplay segments, graphical style very much like Blueprints, and oh, let's not stream a black screen. No, I'm not. Cool. And if you saw a tiny bit of gameplay, you may think this is too much like Blueprints, but mechanically, it's actually very different. In the Tales of Blake Manor, everything you do has a time cost, and time is your currency. If you're checking something, or want to inspect something, or have a conversation with someone, like in real life, it costs time. And you only have so much time before you've got to say what happens, and if you get it wrong, you get to replay that segment. Set in Ireland, Irish folklore is a big part of it. They integrate it. I think it's a really well-made game that the same publisher published Blueprints, and I haven't played Blueprints yet. I'm pretty sure I am gonna love it, but it is a shame this game's not being talked about more. I know quite a few people championed it towards the end of the year, but it just doesn't seem to have hit that mass audience that Blueprints did. And I think it deserves it. I'm about halfway through the game, and it's very good. I am really enjoying my time with it, and I'm looking forward to playing more. And even though it could all go wrong in the last half, I think it is in my top 20. But where? Where? That's a good question. I think here's a good place for it for the minute. Right. Yeah. Alrighty. Next game, we got a... Oh no. This is the issue here. Here we go. This does not work. What we'll do this. Oh no, I can't just do it like that, can I? No, I can. And then we'll just stick all these duplicate logs on top of those ones. Logs everywhere. Just having a bit of log correction here. Wait, bro, wait, take a screenshot. Okay. Split fic. Oh, move that one. Split Fiction, Sectori, Pipistrello, Citizen Sleeper 2, or Dispatch. Anyone particularly want me to talk about any of them first? Talk about the log. The log was my favorite Split Fiction. The log was the cozy cam and the log and the shenanigans. Top thing about streaming last year. 2025, number one, stick it in. Split Fiction. The log had such integrity. Okay, let's get the trailer. I know you've probably all seen Split Fiction, but just in case, a little reminder. I may say something you may not all agree with, actually, for the people that played it.
We sure cause a lot of explosions.
Okay, you better get ready, because I'm about to show you Hazelight's next co-op adventure called Split Fiction. And let me tell you this, get ready for a ride. You play as Mio and Zoe, two aspiring writers that hopes to get published by a new tech company that can simulate their stories to life.
I can't do this.
Please calm down. It's time. You can't shut. No!
Accidentally, they end up in the same simulation.
What are you doing in my story? Something bad is going on here.
And there, they find out that their stories are about to get stolen.
No one escapes my simulation.
And in order to save them, they have to escape back to reality through the very worlds that they created.
Hands above your heads.
But the thing is, they're strangers, and Miu writes sci-fi, while Zoe writes fantasy. So you will, for every level in the game, jump between a sci-fi world and a fantasy world. We at Hazelight love variation, and you'll have a unique mechanic for every level. Let me give you some examples. In this level, you start out by finding dragon eggs that hatch.
Hey, stop licking.
So Tiki, did you did Split Fiction? Has anyone else here played Split Fiction? TQ, did you play It Takes Two?
You can fly around and kick ass. In another level, you play these ball droids that can magnetize and shift to different forms. And then the droids become your exosuits. And you can now attack.
Oh, I assumed you finished. You were so, because remember you must have been close.
You play as pigs, and they later become... Anyway, let's not talk about that level for now.
Lima, I would play it again with you if you wanted to. You haven't played It Takes Two.
That's what Hazelight is about. No loot boxes, no microtransactions, and no bullshit. You
Oh,
just get the game.
much longer is this trailer? Okay, we're pretty much done.
Paid parking tickets. Time to die.
Excuse me?
Alrighty, that was the trailer for Split Fiction. Follow on from It Takes Two, obviously. Because I think it was maybe 50 minutes or less when I left stuff stream. It Takes Two really solidified Hazelight's co-op gaming experience. I really like It Takes Two. I think the story aspects could have been just a tiny bit stronger. But playing that game with a friend, we had so many laughs. The competitive mini games in It Takes Two are also some of the most fun I had, as long as in like a co-op 2-player game. So then we get Split Fiction. Split Fiction, the gameplay variety, there's more of it. They switch it up all the time. Everything's a new mechanic everywhere, and in that aspect is a better game. The characters, you get to know them as the story goes, and they play off each other, and you learn what's really going on inside their head and how the past has shaped them. That stuff's done pretty well. As a whole, though, I think the bad guy the leader of the company was like the AI story dealing machine, basically harper into like things like OpenAI and stuff, is a little shallow. I think they could have done it a bit more depth, and the bad guy is such a cartoon of a bad guy, a corporate bad guy, it's ridiculous. Not saying I didn't like the story, I just felt like they could have just done a little bit more depth there and it would have added so much. But I do like the two leads and what they did there. Again, maybe they could have done a little bit more. Really like Split Fiction. It is on my list. But I think It Takes Two as a whole package may have been a slightly better game in my view. So, where do I even put Split Fiction? I'm liking here. You should have seen our It Takes Two playthrough, TQ. It was unhinged. That was one of my favourite streaming experiences, playing It Takes Two stuff. But I had a really good time with Split Fiction as well. She is slowly editing highlights out of her streams, and she will get to It Takes Two. That is on our list of things to do. So maybe this time next year you'll be able to see. Did see that? Ooh, log. Okay. Okay. Citizen Sleeper 2, Dispatch, Pipistrello, or Secretary. Secretary, sorry. Anyone want me particularly to talk about any one of them? If not, I'll just pick one myself. But first, I need to put a log on the fire. Look at that poor fire. The double log's mildly upsetting you. Alrighty, I'll be right back with a pick. More log is being added, Cat. Don't worry. I will. I'm gonna add 2, not just 1, so I won't have to come back to it so quick. Be right back. He doesn't appreciate me, TQ. He doesn't. Alright. We're actually gonna... You're not getting the full view here, I realise. Oh. Got so many log PNGs in OBS. I'm like, where even is this? Look at that! And this side, no. It's flipped. That's fine. I don't know when I did that. There we go. It's slightly lopsided. That's what you get. You don't come here for perfection. Okay, I'm going to talk about Citizen Sleeper 2. Let me just get the trailer up. Have you ever played Citizen Sleeper? And yeah, believe me, have a good luck on Valorant. Enjoy it. Launch trailer will do. Listen, I will look past everything for you. Did you play Disco Elysium in the end? Oh no, I was asking Kat. I would have been surprised if you had. Oh, the first one. Oh, it's really... It is worth persevering through. I think you would like it, Kat. I've actually got a load of art books and design works and stuff for this, the first game. Yeah, Citizen Sleeper, I really enjoyed. I like the writing in the game, the gameplay. Citizen Sleeper 2, I was intrigued. I was like, is it just going to be more of the same? How do you make a sequel to that game? And new characters, new story. They added some really clever mechanics that stressed me the hell out. Dice can break when you use them. And, but there's ways to fix it, but it's another resource management thing and time management. But the writing in Citizen Sleep is good. The writing in Citizen Sleep, I think they tell a more personal story with the characters you have as you go through, rather than it just all being the bigger worlds. And I think it is stronger for it. Like, it still does the world stuff, but the through line personal character story, I think, is stronger as Citizen Sleeper 2, and I think that binds it together a bit more. And I actually think, even though it doesn't seem to have made the fanfare the first one did, it kind of quietly came out. I think Citizen Sleeper 2 is the better game, and yeah, no, I really like it. It is on my list. I think it's a top 10er. Look at that fire go. But where would I put it? I think I'm going to put it at number 9 for now. Number 9. Oh, you played... I asked you to play Disco Elysium. And that's what you should revisit. And I think you should... over Citizen Sleeper, I think for you, Disco Elysium is something you could really like. Sorry, short-term memory, awful at the moment. Not getting enough sleep. Okay, next game. Oh, log. Where's all the... There's another log. There's a double log. Right, let's talk about Dispatch. More log. Launch trailer, that'll do.
Take your clothes off.
What's happening right
now?
Guys,
it's PG.
It's better if you keep your identity a secret.
Well, mostly PG.
Here.
Might be some swear words.
Being bigger.
That's just a trailer on YouTube.
I was a little drunk.
This game.
The hell, man?
Hello, Robert.
How do you move so quiet?
I float.
Spoonful of donuts.
What the fuck?
I only came in as I thought we were playing Magic the Gathering tonight. I am hoping we still may.
So yeah, Dispatch, ex-Telltale devs, as in The Walking Dead, Borderlands, Tales from the Borderlands, Wolf Among Us, and I enjoyed my time with those games. I always felt it's very much about the illusion of choice, which, as long as you think you're making meaningful choice decisions on your playthrough. Hey, Harper Gamer, how are you? And oh, I see you got your umbrella little tag there. How you doing? How? Hope you're well. Welcome on in on this Sunday evening. I hope you are doing well. Umbrella Corporation support badge. How did your video go? Did it get the? Did you got some views, some comments and stuff? Sorry, I'm not playing Resident Evil today. Oh wait, it's Sunday. Why do you think it wasn't? It was meh. YouTube's a hard game. It's a hard game to play, but I enjoyed the video. I enjoyed the concept. Have you got? Are you going to do the same sort of thing again, or have you got any other plans for some videos? Anyway, Dispatch. I liked those games, and I liked the illusion of choice, because making branching paths for all those choices that make you think. Maybe I'll be back streaming and record edit some bits. Ah, nice. I assuming you're going to be streaming a lot of Resident Evil. And how excited for Requiem are you? But when this team were coming out, ultra hype Requiem. I'm very hyped for Requiem. The superhero setting, I'm kind of done with. Even like the boys, the deconstruction of the superhero, or like the different takes on it we've got now, I'm kind of already through with that as well. So I was unsure. I didn't jump into Dispatch straight away, even though a lot of people were saying good things. But I gave it a go, and it is pretty good. A lot of heart. It had actual gameplay, and you make yourself a stream starting soon intro in Gmod. Kind of intrigued to see that, because that is a choice. I like it. No, I actually really enjoyed my time with Dispatch. It does give me the vibe of like The Boys, or something like what I've heard about Invincible, but it is its own thing enough. I do think the illusion background music is Moonlight Sonata, very nice. There's enough choices that do make a difference, but there's also a lot I've seen other people's playthrough taking what they learned from Telltale. But the rating is pretty damn solid and up there with Telltale. I'm excited if they do a quote-unquote season 2. I'm going to put this on my top list, I think. We'll put it at 17. But maybe I will move everything and... Stray Children? No, I didn't. At the moment, unless Stray Children has a weight banger of an ending, I do think it is above it. Haven't got enough spaces for how many games I've got left. Right. Log. Log on dispatch. Okay. Sectori. Let's go. I'm just grabbing the trailer up. I'm trying to get a position these days. Everyone in Turkey, kind of chaos because let's protect digital game platforms. Let's make our voices heard as gamers in Turkey. Sign a petition to keep Steam, Epic, PlayStation, and other platforms accessible. Yeah, no, I don't know enough exactly what issues have been going on, but I do know there have been some, and yes, banning these platforms. So why is it? Because everyone was using, like, I know a lot of people for a while you could log into Turkey and get cheaper prices on the PSN store and that, and I know they really didn't like it. TQ, don't fall asleep on your keyboard. Blanket burrito. But I think I am finishing in a minute, and I think I'm gonna rate Abby if she is on. But no, tell me more. Tell me more about what is going on. Okay, no worries, Harper Gamer. I might ask you in. Yeah, I'm gonna do one more game and then I'll go over in DMs because I am intrigued. Yeah, please do if you find the time to do that. All right, Sectori. Here we go. Here's a trailer. Ah, thank you, Harper. Now, this game looks like chaos, and it is, and it looks like it should be almost too much of a visual mess to actually play, but it's not. It actually is very playable. Oh, we've got. Don't know why it's buffering. Have you played Dead and Cisco demos for your favorite music rhythm game ever? I haven't. But why are we struggling here? Let's just go to 1080p. Maybe that'll work. There we go. I will check it out. YouTube being weird. It does do that sometimes. So that's Sectori. Sectori is a twin stick shooter, very arcade, lots of bright lights, but you get power-ups as you go. It's really, really good and addictive, and I'm really bad at it, but I keep wanting to play more. Just one more go to get a little bit further. The game is hard as nails, but it's just adrenaline. It's an indie game, but fun. Yeah, as you see by this list, I like indie games. Hey, Easter Marlin, how are you doing this Sunday? Welcome on in. Got a nice cozy fire. I think it's a demo. Yeah, no, I'll check out Dead Cisco demo. I'll search it after. Still failing at Jump King. Have you got any further? I was playing it more the other day. I said to myself when I finished it a couple of years ago, I would never play it again. But after that Discord, I got home the other night, and I might have been Friday or Saturday night, and I was like, not an inch. Gotta keep going. You just gotta keep going. You will get there. You will get the babe. Going back to Sectoria, yeah, no, it's just a really well designed game, and I enjoy it. And I'm really bad at it, but I keep wanting to play more. Is it a top 20 game? Let me have a look. I don't think it's a top 20 game, unfortunately. But it is good if you're into that kind of... Oh, it's very much a game like Getting Over It. Jump King. Jump King is very much a game like Getting Over It. No. If you're into that kind of arcadey, like Geometry Wars kind of game, Sectoria, I highly recommend. If this was a top 25, it might just be down here somewhere. Okay. I did not make as much progress on that as I wanted to. But I am finishing stream. Thank you for joining me. We'll do a part 2 of this and try and get them all, because once I've done my top 20, I'm going to make a YouTube video that has a proper script and I go more in depth about what I did and didn't like of these games. Just kind of wanted to work out what is in my top 20, and we haven't even done half of it. There's so many good ones you already see just below here. More. We're gonna go to our stream, Harper. I've actually got some stuff to do tonight for the Discord call. I'm gonna give a skip this time because I've got to do some work stuff while probably watching Abby streaming, if she is streaming. I haven't even looked up, but maybe another time, because I do want to kind of know what's going on in Turkey. I do like to know what kind of things are going on. Right, I'm just going to go to my stream ending screen and let's see who's online. Thank you everyone for being here. I hope I can do a stream like that and it wasn't... You've been deprived, TQ. You are like always here. I just can't stream enough. My next stream will be playing a game. I hope it was still enjoyable to just hear me talk about games. If that's something I can do, I don't know if it is. We will find out. Right, let's go. Who is on? Abby is not on. Thank you, Lima. So let's have a look who we're gonna raid. Oh, not the Honeybee is playing. Not the Honeybees is playing Silent Hill 2. So I think we're gonna go over there, unless. Mate, thank you so much for tonight's stream. It was great talking to you. Thank you, Upside Down Head. Maybe tomorrow I'm going to stream, maybe replay Resident Evil 2 through RE9. Thank you for being here, Upside Down Head. Thank you for being here, TQ, Lima, Harper, Abby, if you're still lurking around. Engel, Cat, Lima, Bobby always said. Love you all. Thank you. More log. Alrighty. Please give some love to Not the Honeybees. Great streamer. I wonder if they're playing the remake of Silent Hill 2 or the original. Logs! Right. Take care. Goodbye.